In this brief video, I'd like to speak about Rhoziva Edge. And basically, I'll talk about, well, these are the ingredients. There are four types of plants, botanicals. In addition to rhodiola, there is eleuthero, which is Siberian ginseng, epimedium, also known as horny goat weed, and maca, and vitamins and minerals. You can pause this and read the slide about adaptogens. I won't talk about all of it because most of you, most of the viewers of this presentation are familiar with adaptogens. But I want to read this here. Basically, an adaptogen tends to be a non-specific type of pharmacological agent and acts by increasing the resistance of the organism to a broad spectrum of adverse biological, chemical, and physical factors. Now, maybe not a pharmaceutical agent, but a pharmacological agent, basically a molecule, right? So it's non-specific in nature, but it helps the organism to resist a broad spectrum of different types of stressors. And so as far as eleuthero or Siberian ginseng go, much like rhodiola, it was extensively studied in the Soviet Union on elite athletes. Like rhodiola, it became part of the Soviet pharmacopoeia, basically their list of medications. And it has more, it has an affinity more to physical well-being as opposed to mental cognitive well-being, with rhodiola has an affinity to both. And it is particularly affecting at enhancing the immune system and overcoming physical fatigue, particularly when there's a lot of debility and also when there is excessive physical exertion. And so just want to point out that excessive physical exertion is also stressful on the body, on the organisms, on the muscles. And so it results in a stress response, which suppresses energy, which suppresses regeneration. So after a particularly intense workout, both of these, rhodiola and Siberian ginseng, would be great to help alleviate the stress of the workout, its effect on the muscles, and facilitate recovery, oxygenation, restoration of ATP and energy production, and overall muscle repair and regeneration and strength. Maca is basically from Peru. It's also known as the Peruvian ginseng, and it grows at high elevations, much like rhodiola. It is used traditionally as food and to enhance fertility in humans and animals. Considered an adaptogen and may have an energetic effect and benefit in depression and anxiety, but not as strong as rhodiola, that is, just in case I didn't pronounce it properly. It seems to increase libido and has a lesser effect on sex function. So more of a pronounced effect on libido, on mood, and certainly when it's suppressed by medication. So there's this 2015 study showed that it helped improve symptoms of antidepressant-induced sexual dysfunction in women, and it's actually this is one of the claims approved by Health Canada for maca. Horny goatweed is an aphrodisiac and touted as a testosterone booster and may help with erectile dysfunction, ED. Icarin is a type of a flavonoid compound and has been shown to exert much of its aphrodisiac effect. So affects both mood and function. And it was shown to prevent bone loss in postmenopausal women as well. So often it's associated with men, and you find it in product supplements that target men, but it's also for women. And all of these plants actually have compounds that mimic the effect of the hormones of vitality through and through. So testosterone in men, progesterone in women, but both men and women have both hormones, just one is more dominant than the other. So there are a few other ingredients in the product to enhance energy generation from various points of view. Zinc deficiency is associated with low testosterone. Vitamin E promotes progesterone. It actually is an anti-estrogenic agent. So promotes vitality. Estrogen suppresses vitality, and it's a whole other topic of discussion, but there's hundreds of times more progesterone than estrogen in the human body, in the female human body, male too, for very specific reasons, far more important. Vitamin C and E and other agents act as antioxidants to counter post-exercise reactive oxygen species generation, Other considerations regarding exercise: works for both increased capacity and recovery. Both eleuthero and rhodiola increased oxygenation and enhanced glycogen utilization. So they increased that in studies, that is, was shown to do that, or they were shown to do that. Great for women who are looking for a product to boost their energy. Women who are very busy, who are exhausted. We've had great feedback from women as well. So has a couple of different applications: exercise capacity, exhaustion, and also for sexual dysfunction. And it can be combined with Healthy Heart Plus, because often those who experience erectile difficulties are people with diabetes and with high blood pressure and heart disease, and there's compromised circulation. And if you can clear the arteries, it's going to enhance their sexual function as well. So great combination. The maca in the product is yellow maca. Other considerations. So the exercise capacity and recovery and libido categories are competitive. They're kind of busy. This product is priced really well for basically 20 to 30 days worth. That's 2 capsules for women, 3 for men. So very often you find libido products to be very pricey for a short period of time. They only have a few capsules for a few days. This one will last much longer. Maybe it doesn't work on the same day, but within 2 to 3 days, it kicks in really well. And it's a restorative product. You know, don't just take it for symptoms, but it restores. And of course, highlight the canine rhodiola rosea as well, which is very, very important. And I would encourage you to watch our video testimonies. So that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this video as well.